So much. When I took office, nothing was more important to me than observing our public safety departments firsthand, which is why the first thing I did before I even took office was did ride-alongs with our police and fire departments. We spend 47% of our general fund budget on police, fire, and our courts, the things that make up public safety, and police is the largest chunk of those. When I did my ride-along, I saw an incredibly professional police force that handled 3 potentially violent situations in a way that respected and gave safety to the people involved. That said, when you're talking about civilians who are handed guns and given the responsibility to protect the rest of us, there has to be an added layer of civilian oversight. And so depending on the recommendations that come out of our independent audit, I'd be interested in moving forward in that direction. And while I have a kind of preconceived bias towards it, I do want to wait for the experts' advice and have been proactively meeting with members of the Human Rights Commission, members of the NAACP, as well as folks from the Bryant Community Center and Northside Community Centers to get a sense of where they think this consulting mission is going and where they see the end result needing to be. I'll leave it there, and like I said, I'm excited to continue the conversation, and I believe our police force as a large share of our budget, but also the people who keep us safe and have life and death in their hands need another layer of oversight.
Thank you. Mr. Kunselman will have the same question. What features of a civilian oversight board do you think are critical for effectiveness, and which would you support as a council member?
Okay. Well, and I also agree with my colleague here, Mr. Ackerman, that our police force is very highly professional and have done a great job for our community. I was on council when some of these issues were coming up in the expectation that we would respond to the unfortunate death of Aura Rosser by the hands of one of our police officers. And I understand that there's a great cry for some sort of oversight review board. Having said that, as this process moves forward, I think one thing that I will for surely say is that I will never support giving a police oversight board the authority to hire or fire our police department officers and within our police department. We cannot have that kind of level of politic engaged in a professional police force. We have we have a model that we can probably look to, and that is the University of Michigan's has a police oversight board that's actually set up through the enabling legislation at the state level. And we need to have there actually are elected people within that oversight board that give great diversity and engagement to all stakeholders involved across the campus. And we need something very similar for our oversight board, whether or not it's broken up by wards or by neighborhoods or by profession, by diversity, by socioeconomics. Whatever it is, we need a great diversity within on this police oversight, civilian oversight board, so that everybody can feel comfortable and confident and trusting of this endeavor.
Thank you.